Bakta back to pass, quick drop, and he is smacked by number 73.
Tony Buchanan. And he was on top of Bakta before Bakta even could get the ball back to throw it, and it's a turnover, another turnover here for the Trojans. Noristown will take over on downs.
I'm speechless. That was a nice hit for number 73, Tony Buchanan, coming through there. Then the Noristown offense will come onto the field. Once again, substitutions for them. Then we'll look at number 10, Mike Pagnato.
That's a third-string quarterback.
He is a junior quarterback, 5'10", 180. That young man getting a lot of playing time tonight, the fourth quarter. So 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers for Noristown. First down. He'll hand the ball quickly up the middle. That goes to number 33, Josh King, and that's a nice run right there from King. Nice job right there. He gets himself a first down. Hey, the legs aren't warmed up, and he still got himself about 15 yards.
Yeah, he was moving with the ball nicely there, and we had trouble identifying him. He was moving so quickly, and that's nice that Pagnotta gets in the game right away, hands off to King. King rumbles ahead for about 15, 17 yards there. Another first down for the Eagles, and they don't look like they're giving up at all. They look like they're going for the 50 mark.
Jarian Brazel is the receiver to the right side. Pagnotta under center. He is at about the 38-yard line. The pitch is to number 19, Hakeem Jones.
And he rumbles ahead for a pickup of 7 or 8 yards. Seems like everything's going Norristown's way tonight. Everybody who touches the ball seems to turn to gold, and it seems to move ahead and closer to the end zone.
Norristown will move to 2-0 on the year, 1-0 in the league. This one will go down the record books as the first game played in the Suburban 1 American League for Norristown. Backs in the eyes, 2nd and 3, call it. Pagnotta back to drop. No, he will run the ball. He'll break to the outside. Good speed from the quarterback, and he's got himself a first down.
That's right, and he was pursued by number 6, Eric Melholm, and number 33, Billy Stout, and also number 57, Tom Beal. So Wissahickon not giving up here. Just about 5 minutes left to go in the game, and they're still pursuing him. Although Pagnotta there looked like he was determined to get as far as he could and get as many yards to his credit as he could.
That's one of the toughest things to do as a quarterback, to run that option play, because there's a lot of things that you have to think about, and you have to make sure you sell it. You can't just run and come straight out. You have to make sure you either fake the pitch, fake a pass, do something, but you have to make sure that you get some space open on that play. The quick handoff up the middle is to number 32, Jason Thompson, the sophomore getting a run. Thompson will come off the field after that. Gets about 5 or 6 yards, 2nd and 4. So everybody getting a touch on the ball for Norristown tonight. Not a lot of guys on this roster we haven't called their name.
That's true. Now number 26 is in the game, Percy Jones for Norristown. Jones is a junior. He'll be the first back for Norristown.
Heck, at this rate, I may be running the ball with a minute left. Pagnotta, the handoff. That goes to 22, James Jacobs. And he gets himself yardage, but unfortunately, he's the most unsuccessful running back of the night. He's still got himself positive yardage.
That's right. I'm sure there are a lot of Wissahickon players that would like to get that kind of yardage in a game. It's 3rd and 2 for Norristown. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the game.
So Pagnotta trying to put up 6 more for Norristown right here.
He's got Jacobs and Jones in the field.
Brazel is the receiver to this side. Pagnotta back to pass. No, he's in trouble, and he will be sacked.
Brought down by number 6, Eric Mailhorn.
Second time we've called his name tonight. He has not been real productive in the backfield in that secondary tonight. Really, we haven't really seen any breakthrough player for Wissahickon, all we can talk about Bakta, who's really, just having a tough night and just, he can't do anything more for his team.
Here's a gutsy move by Coach Grove. They're going to go for it on 4th down and give his reserves a chance to show their mettle.
Pagnotta, the pitch outside.
It's Percy Jones.
Jones is not going to get the first down, and Wissahickon miraculously makes a stop with 2:40 left in the fourth quarter.
And they held him there. They turn over on downs. And Wissahickon last opportunity here with 2:32 left in the game to put some points on the board, but they're going to have to go 80 yards to do it.
So mercifully, the clock keeps running. This would be Noristown, including their scrimmage. This would be their 3rd straight shutout. And 46 points looks real intimidating, but the fact that they let up nothing, not a lot of teams shut out football teams in high school football.
That's true, and it was neat to see Westchester Henderson shut out, and then their JV squad also shut out by Nars. It'll be interesting to see Wissahickon come over, or as we'll see Wissahickon JV take on Noristown early next week. As a mob of Eagles tackle number 36, Andy Black, and that sound by the band only can mean one thing. They know it's over. With 1:39 and counting left in the game, it's 46-0, and the Eagles' 2nd team or 3rd team defense is staying in there, digging into the trenches, and going to put a stop to
Wissahickon doing everything they can to try and get some points here at the end of this game. Little moral victory here. Bakta back to pass. He is pursued outside. He's going to throw the ball. He's got a man wide open. There'll be a first down and the first big completion.
John Brosnan.
For Wissahickon tonight, John Brosnan making a nice play. They're over the 50-yard line. And we are under 1 minute.
Brings him into Eagle Terrace just around the 47-yard line. And the Wissahickon fans are holding their breath to maybe score some points here.
No huddle offense. Bakta going deep. Nobody there, incomplete. A smart play there by Wissahickon to try and go deep. One last threat.
Timeout, Wissahickon.
So now Noristown, as we said, moving on this year. Coach Grove, you never really see him happy because football are never happy. There's always something that their team can do better.
Oh, well.
But you got to think that Coach Grove, in his mind, has got to be saying, all right, this one's out of the way. Let's move on, and this is a nice win for us.
The only time you can really be happy is at the end of the season when you win the state championship. Same way with the Super Bowl team. There's never a head coach that'll walk off and say, we did everything right. We look at the early on in this game, there were a lot of penalties for Noristown and a lot of costly penalties that we said against a good team may come back to haunt them. But against the Wissahickons and other teams that aren't the top caliber, they won't be a big effect. So Coach Grove, of course, going into this game, having 2 weeks to prepare for this game, has to be happy, but I'm sure he'll work on less penalties and a better start by Audley Stewart. He went like 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 in the beginning, came on in the end with just about 100 yards passing, and I'm sure there's many more things that Coach Grove has that he wants to sharpen up for the Eagles.
Like we said, that coaching staff has done such a great job to prepare them for the beginning of this season. Worked very hard through a very warm summer. That pass is back, and it is picked off.
I think he stepped out of bounds, but it's number 84.
84 is Jaron Brazel making a great play over on the sidelines.
That was sort of a Willie Mays catch over the shoulder. He had to pull that ball in, and he stepped out of. And the clock continues to run. We're just under 20 seconds, and it looks like Noristown will walk away with a big, big victory here over the Wissahickon Trojans.
So the fans got to be happy. The players have to be happy. Expect Noristown to get a huge round of applause as they come off the field. They deserve it tonight. They came out in this game and made sure they dominated from start to finish. 7 seconds into the game, they had a 7-0 lead. And they held it the whole way. Noristown up 4-0 at the end of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, Noristown moves to 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in the league, as we see the team shaking hands now. Norristown players doing such a fine job on offense and on defense tonight. That defense very proud of having a shutout, put another one on the board.
Yeah, and Wissahickon seemed to face a lot of blue uniforms all night, and from different people, especially James Stewart and number 25, he was always there. So it wasn't just offense for Norristown, it was a lot of defense too. Not only the Troy Swittenberg show and the Audley Stewart show, but also the defensive showing for Norristown.
So Norristown, once again with a 46-0 victory, they will face Quakertown next week. And you really have to look at some of the guys who are going to, be productive for this team. And Audley Stewart, who, I don't know, and nobody really talked about him, and nobody talked about whether he was going to be a question, whether he was going to win it. But Audley Stewart is the real deal, and we found that out tonight.
Yeah, he is definitely the real deal. Not only throwing the ball and completing it to people like Terrell and Jim Edmonds, but he also has the ability to run the ball, and run the ball he did. He scampered in for a touchdown on an interception, but he also scampered around as a quarterback, and he showed that he's very versatile. We want to remind you that there will be highlights of this game on the KYW CBS 3 All Sports Show. It's Saturday at 9:30 a.m. where they will feature Troy Swittenberg as the Athlete of the Week.
So Norristown's, once again, Swittenberg, Stewart, Edmonds, all their weapons on offense did such a great job, and Jameel Butler, and all those guys on defense doing such a fine job. Final score 46-0 from Roosevelt Field. We want to thank NASD TV for bringing you tonight's game. Director of Communications, Mr. Tony Koya. Our director and producer tonight, Mr. Sam Galbraith. Jocelyn Hazard, who bailed out of here early tonight, but she did such a fine job on camera. So for Mr. Neil Schaefer, you being here tonight.
No problem.
My name is Greg Fry, and we have called the first victory at Roosevelt Field for Norristown Eagles tonight. 46-0, Norristown will move on. We'll see you in 2 weeks.